All right, all right. We're getting started right away. The YouTube now we're live on YouTube. So if you have your guests that are finding it difficult to get connected with us on Zoom, you want to just send them the YouTube link. Let them get connected. All right, I'll be inviting on the chat right now on the call to take the first aspect of the presentation. A phenomenal gentleman, someone who has a vision, someone who has a kind of like a contaminating inspiration, someone who I've seen the first time I actually witnessed, he came into the system, he's fired up, right? Someone who has this tenacity to keep driving even in the midst of some of the unclear difficulties. All right, and that's what it takes to become a leader in the system. I admire him so much. All right, and I want him to take the first part of the presentation, and he has some guests here as well. In fact, he's actually the one who put up this presentation, and I decided that, oh, let's just share it with the team. He has a great heart. All right, please, can you type in a 777 on the chat as I welcome my brother, my friend, Mr. Chukwuemeka. Are you on the call? All right, you are a co-host, so you can actually unmute yourself.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
All right,
loud
if
and
you can
clear.
hear me loud and clear, great, great. If you can hear me loud and clear, can you kindly type a 111? If you're on the call, you can hear me loud and clear. Can you kindly type a 111? Let's know that you're there. Okay, let me see. Trying to get the charts. All right. Okay. I can see, okay, I have two people who have typed the 111. Can I get other people also? Can you kindly just chip in the 111 very quickly so we can move ahead with this? All right. All right. Great. 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 Okay. Okay. So we're getting the responses. All right. Firstly, I want to especially thank every one of you who's actually on this call. Like Mr. KENVRY said, a happy Father's Day to each and every one father here and prospective fathers, right? A happy Father's Day to you. Thank you so much for making out this time to be a part of this. Your time actually is valuable. It's a resource. So for you to have actually made out this time is something that we strongly appreciate. And we don't intend to take much of your time, but we just want to run a couple of thoughts by you, which I believe you would find very, very profitable. Okay? All right, all right. So I think let's move ahead with it. Let's move ahead with this. I trust that we have a couple other people who are also joining us via YouTube. So I guess they would also be participating with us from over there. All right, so to move ahead with this, um, I'm going to be displaying a couple of things on my screen, right? So I would like you to just try as much as possible to observe all that you're going to be seeing going on the screen. And then you'll also be hearing some audio, which I believe will profit you a great deal. So just pay attention and then also watch. Mr. Kennedy, can you kindly help me with the calculator, please?
All right, I believe you can see this, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I trust everyone can also see this. Now, I had planned to use, as a matter of fact, I had planned to use something clearer for you, okay? But at the moment, we're going to have to make use of this. Just try as much as possible to get a bit of. Now, Mr. Kenry, can you help me typing a couple of figures? Now, before I even go any further, consider this, check this, everyone. The days and times which we have actually found ourselves are very, very interesting times. And you can, but every time you get on the news or you're watching TV, you're hearing about the impact and the effect of the COVID-19. And we see that a lot of things are happening. Businesses, companies, employments, actually people are being run down. And that's very, very unfortunate. We to consider the fact that people had to deal with a disease such as COVID-19, and then now to experience the economic impact that such a disease can actually have is really something. And think about it, until a cure is actually, a vaccine is actually created, or a drug, whatever they want to call it, Only God knows what things are going to, what the future actually holds for many. Okay. So in view of this, I'm guessing everyone ought to be thinking right now, thinking, what is the plan? What is the step? What step can I take? How can I rightly position myself in order not to be found wanting? Probably it's very likely, okay, even if you're doing seemingly well right now, but how long can you actually manage this? Because businesses, a lot of businesses don't know how long they can actually, those that are still existing, they don't know how long they can actually exist. And then talking about just existing, can they even pay those whom they have on their payroll? So in view of this, let's just take this up. All right, now right on the screen, Mr. Kenvry, so you're going to have to help me a little here. Now what I hope to do is I just want to point out a quick example. We want to use, imagine if I took a sum of money, let's call it say $100. Okay, I want to start a business. I want to do something, right? And then I take $100, right? Now, $100 right now, I believe that translates to something close to, I think that's 45,000 naira, something of the sort, 45,000 naira. So I'm looking at how, um, in fact, let me just use the screen. Let me just try to explain. Imagine if with this my $100, imagine if on a daily basis, I'm able to do, let's say, a 3% gain every day. So let's assume I'm starting this business, I'm doing whatever it is. Every day, I want to be able to make 3%, 3% on my 3% on the amount I'm starting with, right? Note what I said. We're actually doing a compound. This is supposed to serve as a compound interest calculator. That's what we're displaying on the screen now. Just try to follow through. It's a compound interest calculator. So I'm saying, imagine if every day I'm able to do 3% on the amounts that I actually start, on the amounts that I have. So let's say I start the business with $100. Then each day I'm doing 3%. Now I'm thinking about it. Imagine in a 1 year period, 1 year period. Just I mean, it's $100 is just 45,000. We may look at it same as that's actually small money, no problem. But I want to show you what this small money, so to say, can actually do in just a year's duration. So we're doing 3%, and let's say we want to do this for in a year. We have about 366, 365 days. But of course, you will have some weekends. So let's kind of exclude the weekends now. So let's say in excluding the weekends, I think you would have, say, close to about 270 days. 270 days. So if I did this, if I use this amount of money, right, and every day I keep compounding it for 270 days, what would it come to at the end of the day? So I want you just take a look at the screen. I hope we can actually get there. Mr. Kenvry, can we get to 270?
Yeah, so what I want to do is in 125 days is 4,023. All right, so I'm going to put 4,023 and continue.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, so this is another 125, which makes it 250. So in 250, this is what it is in 250. So you said 275, right?
270.
Okay, 270. So in 250, this is what it is, 161,883. Right.
Okay.
So
okay, you know what? Let's leave it at that 250. Let's leave it at 250. All right, good. So let me I'm not, can you scroll down a bit? Scroll down so we can see the bottom. Don't worry, everyone, just be patient. We're gonna do. All right. So that is 250, right? So just try to follow through with me on this. Now, so what we're saying is I start a certain form of investment or business, whatever it is. I start with 45,000. I start with $100, whatever you want to call it. Now, every day, I am saying to myself, I want to put this money to work so that it can actually generate me 3%, just 3% every day. Okay. And then we're using a period of time. Let's call it 1 year. excluding weekends. So we're using 250 days, for example. Now, that sum you can see right on your screen on this Excel sheet is actually what that $100 would actually translate to if you keep compounding the sum of 3% every day. It's saying it will translate to $161,883. If you can see that figure on your screen, can you just type in a 222? Can you type in a 222 on the chat box? If you can see the figure on your screen, type a 222 on the chat box. For those of you who are participating with us on YouTube, okay, I don't think you'd be able to comment, but don't worry, just follow through with it. Okay, all right, so I'm getting the response. So what I see there's $161,883,000. Now, would you have ever imagined that $100 could actually translate to that? And if you're wondering by chance that maybe we're forging some kind of figure, maybe you also can use a tool, get a compound interest calculator somewhere, and take a look at it for yourself and do the mathematics. 3% every day, just $100, right? And then look at what it will actually come up to. Now, this is actually the figure. Now, Mr. Kenvry, can you do something for me? You know, we're talking dollars right now, so not everyone may be able to comfortably relate with this. Can you kindly help me turn this to Naira? Let's just see what it will come up to.
Okay. 161,883.
Is it possible you can display it on the screen?
Okay, 160. I have to pull up a calculator. Just a moment,
yeah,
please.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Is it there?
Just a moment. All right. Let me share it. I will have to share it. I'll have to leave this screen to share it. So it's 161. Let me type the figure. 161. Oh, we should just type. They should just put it in the chat.
Okay. Okay. You know what? Can you do the math? Yeah, that would help. Okay. You know what? Why don't you just do this? Do the multiplication on your own. You just type it on the screen. What that will come up to in Naira, $161,883,000. Okay. Don't. We're going to try as much as possible to move quickly. There's a tool I would have wanted to use to help us with this. Yeah. Okay. 460. Okay. No problem. You say 460. No wahala. All right, so let's see what that will come to. All right. Okay, okay, you know what? Let me try to do it.
Okay, someone used 460. I actually used 450. So that's 72,847,350.
Okay. 72 what?
72 million. I actually got 72 million.
Okay. 847,350.
Hold on. Yeah, that's what I got.
847,350. All right. Okay, no problem. Let's proceed. Let's move on. So what we're saying literally is that in any business, whatever it is, if you had any investments, whatever it is, and they told you that on a daily basis, look, we would give you a 3%. We'll be compounding your money by 3% every day. What it means is that after 250 days, that $100 that you started with, that 45,000 Naira that you started with, will actually come out to be 72 million Naira, 72,847. Now that's so interesting. Can you I want you to just try something. Just try this. Just imagine, okay, you know what? In fact, let's forget this 72 million. Let's divide this 72 million by 2. Let's divide it by 2. I need to come somewhere close to 36 million. All right? Somewhere close to 36 million. Now, just picture in your mind, think in your mind. Imagine yourself 1 year later, 1 day later, just imagine your account. Just try to see in your account, 36 million. What do you think your life actually would be like? 36 million. How, I mean, what would things be like in that moment? All right. I'm sure you're feeling it. You're feeling that. Now, I want to just discuss a couple. You're looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, is anyone here who actually knows any endeavor? Do you know any business that we can actually get into that can help generate this form of income? I mean, that can take all of us, each of us, to this point after a 1 year period. Is there something we can actually get involved in that can do this? If anyone knows anything, and please, no illegal stuff, no robbery, no fraud, no any of that. So if you know something that you feel we can actually get into, if you can share it, or you can just notify us on the chat so that we can also consult with you and see how we can move things forward. Okay, I'm just going to give us just a couple of seconds. If there's anyone that knows, because I mean, I don't mind. I'm open to knowledge. I'd like to know for myself if there's something you feel we can, do. Okay, I'm not getting a response yet right now. Okay, so let me just move ahead. Now, interestingly, I'm so excited about this, because why I'm excited is because I came across something. I came across something that is actually that has the capacity to actually deliver on what you can see here. Note what I said. It has the capacity to deliver on the result that you can actually see here, if you would do a couple of things. Now, I want to just show you, I want to show you something which I believe you would find a little informative. Before I get there, Mr. Kenvry, can you kindly, since we're done with this, can you kindly, I'd like to share my own screen. Can you stop sharing? Okay, you stopped sharing? All right, fine. Let me share my own screen. Okay. Sorry for taking some time. My apologies. Okay. All right. So I'm sharing my screen with you, right? And I'm going to be displaying something for you to see. Now, for many of us, does anyone have any idea the largest financial market we have in the world? Remember, we started somewhere. We started with being able to identify a goal. A goal, we saw a certain amount of money that after 1 year, if we do a couple of things, it can actually get us to this. So the question is, now that we have the goal, the question is, do we have a vehicle that can actually take us to achieve that goal? Now, I've asked everyone, does anyone actually know any vehicle, any investment, any business we can get into? At the moment, I haven't got a response yet. Now, there's a vehicle that I came across, and that's actually what I want to be able to share with you very quickly. By chance, how many of us actually know the largest financial market in the world? Now, whether you do know or not, but I believe most of us know that the largest financial market is the international currency market. It's the foreign exchange market. The foreign exchange market. And interestingly, I got to find out that on a daily basis, this market actually does a daily turnover of close to $5.5 trillion. $5.5 trillion. Now, you're hearing the foreign exchange market, and I know many of us have heard about this, right? You've heard about this before. You probably have actually been into the Forex thing yourself, or maybe you know someone who has actually been into it. Now, I'm guessing for many of them whom who has actually been a part of it, it's been one story, one thing or the other, one problem, one challenge. I got in, I lost a lot of this. I got in and someone juked me. I got in and all of that. Okay, no problem. I'm not disproving or doubting that. But here's a thought I want to run by you. Have you ever considered in your mind that money that you actually take and you put in the bank? You say you're saving money. You want to save your money, preserve it so that no loss, at least after a certain period of time, you can always go back and get it. Are you aware that these banks whom you actually entrust with your money, are you aware that they take this your money and they go and they trade with it. That thing which you actually frightened or scared of, or that you heard someone lost in, is what the bank actually uses. They do with your money. And at the end of the day, they make huge returns on it. Now, you know, when I came across this, I thought to myself, if these people are able to do it, trust, there must be something, there must be a way. There must be a way. And the difference between them and others who don't get it right is simply one thing, one major thing: knowledge. Knowledge is what they are missing out on. And that's what a lot of people have actually missed out on and caused them to make losses and caused them to lose a lot of money. Why? Because of lack of knowledge. They didn't have the required information. And when you don't have the required information for any form of investment, it's most likely that the person is going to lose. And that's the reason why you've heard, you know, a lot of things have actually been going out, the negative reports. When you mention Forex, men, people just close their mind to it. And that's understandable. But I just want to run a couple of things by you. I hope I can make this very quick. So don't worry, we'll soon be off here, okay? Now, so good. So let's move on. You've heard about Forex. Now, and for those of you who are actually familiar with Forex, you know about putting in some trades, and maybe you have to spend a lot of time analyzing the market and all of this and all of that. You need to spend time to ensure that you don't make a loss, ensure you're making a profit. You put in stop loss, you put in pips, you put in all of those things, and you're asking yourself, man, that stuff is difficult. It doesn't even matter what this guy wants to talk about. Now, but I just want to run something by you. How many of us have actually come across what is called the high frequency trading? High frequency trading. Now, this is also called by many a binary options. High frequency trading, while some other people actually call it binary options. Now, I'm going to display something on my screen, right? It's actually a presentation that would explain a little bit of, just in case you don't know. It's like a minute or two. It just explains something. I want you to pay attention and just watch, all right? So when we're done with this, I will then explain better. All right, so just listen to this. Wait, hold on. Sorry, just 1 minute. Let me turn something on. Hold on. All right. All right, so listen.
Binary options is a form of options trading based on a single question. Did a stock, index, commodity, or Forex pair end up over the current price or not by a specific time frame, which we call our expiration? Here's how it works. Say you wanted to start trading Forex binary options, and you're looking at, well, the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. You've been taking a look at the price, and though it's sitting around the 109.191 area, or 191 for short, your analysis is telling you that within the next minute or so, the price is likely to shoot up. Now, usually to exchange the value of a currency, you'd have to travel to the country of whatever currency you're looking for and physically exchange your dollar for theirs. In this example, we're buying more of the US dollar in exchange of the Japanese yen. But here's the cool part about living in a world where technology is literally taking over everything that we do. Now we can exchange our currency rates from anywhere in which we have some access to the internet. With binary options, there are only two possible outcomes. Either the price of your traded asset, in this example, the USD versus the JPY, finishes above a specific entry price at a specific date and time, or it doesn't. So with that being said, we enter a $25 position at 109.191. with the idea that within the next 60 seconds, the contract price would be above our initial entry point. It does not matter how much above the entry price the market has reached at expiration. As long as it's higher than our buying position, we win. So let's talk about payouts. In this example, our broker is paying out 70% profit margin for the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, making our $25 contract worth $17.50. Now keep in mind, the 70% profit payout is made up of a few variables: how much the prices fluctuate, volatility in the markets, and just general market sentiment. So let's fast forward to the end of our 60 seconds. If our buy analysis came true and the price is above where we thought it would be, then guess what? We just finished in the money. There are many benefits to trading binary options. In my opinion, it's just a lot simpler to learn than most other.
All right. Okay. I think most of us actually got that, right? Okay, just in case you didn't get it, let me also try to just explain this to you. Just very quickly. I'll just add request. Please just be a little patient, really. Because what you're gonna get at the end of this, I mean, really, I think personally, you know, every time I think about it, I just feel happy. I just feel good. You know, just knowing that there is, you know, the prospects, the future, what the future actually holds. You just feel happy. So that's what I hope to do with you today. You know, by the time that we're done seeing this, trust me, I mean, you just start feeling good about yourself. Why? Because you've seen something, you've come across something that can actually help you achieve that goal, that dream, those things you've actually hoped to achieve. All right, good. So I'm just going to bring this up and I'm going to try to explain it to you very quickly. All right, let's see. I don't know if the presentation actually, if you're able to understand from the presentation, but let me try. Let me also use this. All right, good, 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 good. Now, today's a weekend, so actually it's not the most convenient of times to do this, but don't worry. Don't worry, we'll still be able to have a lot of fun. Just exercise a little patience. All right, let's see this. Let's see what I can get this together. All right, great, 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 awesome. Now just look at my screen. All right, I trust if you can see my screen. Can you please just type the 111? Let me know that you're following me, please. Can you just type in a 111? Let me know you're still with me. Okay. Are you still? All right. Okay, I think I'm getting chats. All right, good, good. All right, great, great, great. So I still have, okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so I don't want to talk so much about this. Looking at my screen now, you're seeing candles, you're seeing a lot of figures and stuff, and maybe you're wondering what all of this is all about. Now, basically, here's how it works, right? How this works basically is if you simply are able to determine, okay, now, okay, look at this. This thing you have, all right, in fact, let me start from here. Firstly, the first thing you want to do is you start with choosing a currency pair. What is the currency pair you want to use? Right here, you can see is the USD, the United States dollars against the Swiss franc. Okay, now, so you select a currency pair which you want to use. Now, to the right over here is the price. This is the price that you have. And what does this price actually translate to? This price is simply saying that um the number, okay, it's saying that $1, one USD, right, is actually equal to this amount of Swiss franc. That is actually what it is expressing. Okay, all right, good. Now what I want you to know is that this price keeps fluctuating, it keeps changing, right, keeps moving up and down. Like, you know, in naira and then a dollar, for example, you know that $1 is equal to okay, maybe that may not be in the best example, but you know, $1 is equal to 380 $380, or maybe 450. Sorry, $1 equal to 380 naira or 450 naira, depending on what market you're using. But that's basically it. You're saying what each one currency pair translates into. Now, what I want you to understand is right here where you have higher or lower. If I press this higher, what I'm trying to say is after a certain period of time, I'm saying that the price that I got in at, I'm saying that the price would actually end at a price that is actually higher than the price I got in at. Don't I'm going to run a quick example, right? Remember, I said if I punch in higher, what I'm simply saying is that the price is going to end up after a certain period of time higher than the price I actually went in at. If I do get this right, here's what I will get. Here's the interest that will come to me, 80%. So 80%. So let's assume I want to get into this trade now. First, I'm expected to impute an amount I want to use for this trade, right? Maybe $5 or $1, whatever it is. Let's assume we use $1, right? Okay, then you must impute a certain period of time, an expiration period. Maybe you say after 5 minutes, for example, or 1 minute, you're free to choose. after 5 minutes. Now, if you choose higher, you're saying that after this 5-minute period, you're speculating that the price is going to end up higher than the price you got in at right now. If you punch in lower, you're saying that you expect that the price would actually end up lower than the price you actually got in at. If you get this right, you get 80%. Now, I'm just going to run a quick example. Let me choose. I've set the time. Let me set the time for 1 minute. Okay. And I'm using $1 for this. And it's saying interest that will come to me is 80%. And now, do I go higher or lower? Let's go higher. Okay. So I've got into this trade. And this is the price right here is the price that I got in at. I'm expecting that after 1 minute, that the price would actually end up higher than the price I actually got in at. And if this is actually correct, you would see I would earn an 80% of my $1 which I got. And that would translate to 80 cents. 80 cents. Now you can use $1, you can use $2, $3, whatever it is you actually want to put in. It will give you 80% of that amount if you do get it right. Right? Now, but you must note something. If you don't get it right, you actually get to use that $1 amount which you started, which you imputed for this trade. Okay? Now, there's something I forgot to point out, but let me just say that very quickly. Now, right here, what you have on the screen is actually a broker's platform where you can get to trade, right? It's a broker's platform. And then for you to be able to use the platform, definitely just like having a bank or bank account, you must have a certain sum. All right. Okay. You must have a certain sum in your account. Now, interestingly, on this broker's platform, you can actually get to have an account with them with as low as $10. With as low as $10, you can have an account with them. And then it's from that $10 that you can take $1 to execute a trade. Okay. Now, can you see this? I got it right. I got the amount right. So what does this mean? This means that I just earned 80 cents. I just earned 80 cents simply by just doing that. Within just 1 minute, I did that. Imagine if I had put in $5, I would have made, I would have made I believe that's 4.0. I would have made an extra $4 just like that, sitting in the comfort of my room, just pressing something, and man, I'm making some money just like that. Think about it. Think about it to yourself. No, honestly speaking, think about it. Isn't it easy? Isn't it convenient that you can actually just sleep on your bed or whatever? I mean, you can actually be on your bed or wherever. You can be wherever. And then you're able to just make money happen without even needing to move. All you simply need is probably a mobile phone, a laptop, and a connection to the internet. That's all you need. And you're able to seemingly start multiplying money. That's what this actually can do for you. All right. So I think we've been able to identify a vehicle. Now you must be thinking, thinking to yourself, so I can get to multiply money like this. Hey, is it possible? Now, the only question, we've been able to identify a vehicle. But then the next question that will come towards this, I mean, is it just a matter of guessing? Do I just sit down and do I just guess? Just the same way it feels as though I myself just took a guess and got it right. Will I just be gambling with my money? I just choose up or choose down or any? No. Would I just what if I miss it? That means I lose my whole money. No, I don't want to get into all of that. I understand your concern, but here's the thing: it doesn't have to be guessing. It doesn't have to be guesswork. What if I told you that there is actually a mathematical formula around it? If I told you, I know some of us are conversant with this formula. They call it the almighty formula, right? Board mass and stuff, right? So what if I told you there is a formula to be able to determine whether you should go up or whether you should hit a lower for price? If I told you that, what do you think that will mean to you? That means you have the power to be able to multiply money. Look, it's not a scheme or gimmick or a MMM or something like that. No, this is something that the banks are even doing. This is something that all around the world people are doing. The only reason you're not doing it right now, because I know you want to make money and you want to make it conveniently, is because you just don't know how, or probably you don't have the required information. And that's what I'm bringing to you. Look, that future you actually want to have is possible. And I'm not saying this is the only vehicle that can do it. I'm just saying this is a vehicle I personally have identified, right? I'm sharing these thoughts with you. And look, this can actually become a breaker. This can become a game changer for you. It can, if you would simply give attention, give some attention and say, okay, how can I learn this thing? What do I need to do? Let me not just be pessimistic about it. How can I actually go about it? Good. That is actually what I want to show you. Now, for me, myself, at a point in time, I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to go about this thing. I mean, analyzing the market probably was like this. The whole thing we're seeing here was probably, I was looking at it and I'm wondering, what is this thing these guys are talking about? But then I came across an academy. I came across an academy that has changed me from where I was ill-informed, to now someone who is rightly informed, well-informed, and still learning, and I'm making a success out of this. Now, I want to show you, I'm going to go back to my display, to my presentation right now. Let me tell you a little bit about this academy. Don't worry, just listen. We'll soon be done with this presentation, but please, this could be something that could change your life forever. Just listen. All right, I'm going to continue with this presentation for a few minutes, okay? All right, so just watch. All right. Hold on. Just a second.
Most other styles of trading. I Am Mastery Academy is an online educational platform with one of its main focuses being helping its members become profitable traders in the markets. That's right, people just like you watching this video right now with absolutely no idea how to trade or properly put your money to work for you in the markets are coming into our program, and in just a few weeks are able to begin developing and learning a skill that could potentially pay the bills. Now, I'm not promising you millions of dollars and stardom overnight, but I also shouldn't have to explain to you that obviously what worked 10 to 20 years ago as far as making money just simply isn't working today. There's over $1 trillion in student loan debt, and people who for years have been loyal to their workspace are being laid off on a daily basis. So it's time that we do something different. And if you aren't saving or investing your money, well, here's the truth. You have a 0% chance of creating wealth. I Am Mastery Academy makes learning how to trade both easy, one of the largest online trading educational platforms in the world right now. Our high-frequency Forex Academy offers everything from a basics introduction to binary options course, understanding the markets and how they move, and even advanced strategies and techniques for you to become a better trader. And if you're more of a hands-on learner like myself, well then welcome to Go Live. Our Go Live sessions are live trading sessions that go on virtually throughout every hour of the day. So no matter what your daily schedule is looking like, you pretty much always have the opportunity to come home, kick back, and tune into a live session. Here's the cool part. Let's say for whatever reason, you had to miss today's session. Well, most of our sessions are recorded and available for playback right on your website. So not having enough time to learn how to trade is never up until this point really working for me, because it doesn't matter if you're 18 or 65. Learning to put your money to work for you is a skill that could benefit anyone. So if this brief overview got you thinking for even just a second of what life could look like in just a few months if this actually worked, then I want you to get back to the person that sent you this video and let them know that.
Okay. I'm guessing that everyone actually got to hear that, and I'm hoping that you heard it clearly. Okay, if you heard all of that, just to ensure that you're actually participating, that you're following me, if you actually got to hear that, can you just type in 4 on the chat? Let me know that you actually heard that. Just type in 4 in the chat. Let me know that. Okay, all right, good. So everyone got to hear that. Now, what was I talking about? I was talking about how I actually got to learn. How did I get to learn how to do this thing? Now, what you actually saw on your screen is an academy. This academy, in fact, when I came across it, the moment I heard about it, I was so excited. It was just great. I was excited about it. Now, one interesting thing about this academy is this. it's, yeah, don't get me wrong, right? It's I'm not trying to play down on capabilities, but for one, it's okay. For one, it's a foreign company. Okay, it's a well-established company. Okay, so it's not just a local something that one or two or three people are doing together somewhere. No, 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 no. This is a well-established organization, and as a matter of fact, it's headed, right, by someone who has actually been trading these same kind of things, trading this kind of assets for well over 2 decades. And it's based on his experience that he pulled several people together and set up this academy. Okay? All right. And like I said, it's foreign based and it's well organized and it's just amazing. And don't worry, you're gonna have a feel. You're gonna see what this academy is like. Very soon, I'm gonna have Mr. KENVRY is actually going to show us, he's going to give us a display. You see how convenient and easy this academy is. Now, how does the academy work? Just very quickly. Now, basically, what happens is you actually have educators. There are educators who are actually on this academy. Who are these educators? These are people who are into this kind of business, who are into this kind of trade, who have been doing these things for years and have currently made a success out of it, right? They've made a success out of it. They developed systems, they developed tools that guides them on how to take these trades, right? And currently, many of the educators will be showing you some of them. Currently, they are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and for several of them, millions of dollars. And the beautiful thing about it is their money is only going to keep increasing as long as this exists. Because this thing exists, is only going to keep increasing. Why? Because when you have knowledge, nobody can take it away from you. You just can't. You have the required knowledge to be able to produce results. Nobody, nowhere. They can't sack you. You are the owner of the business. Do you understand? So that's what this platform, this academy provides to you. It gives you access to educators. There are resources, there are tools. And what these educators do is this. We have what we call live sessions, what we call the go live. So what would happen would be you as a person would simply be expected to connect to their live session, connect to their go live session. And what happened right there and then, they would be teaching you how to be able to analyze this kind of market, how they are able to analyze it themselves and how they're able to get results. So you're learning how to be able to do the same things they are doing. Now, and the thing about it is not difficult. You're thinking, I said something about almighty formula. Don't worry, let's just leave that aside, right? This is not difficult. In fact, it's so easy. It's easy. In fact, it's so easy that we even have teenagers and even people who are not even of teenage age even able to do it. So the educators, once you get on their session, you're live with them, they will teach you how they themselves analyze the market, how they use tools to do this. And one beautiful thing that I love about it is this. Not only because you're thinking to yourself, so I will just be joining and be learning. Hey, which day will I start making money? Maybe you're thinking. But here's what happens. From the very moment that they start teaching you, they would even be calling trades. They will be calling trades which you as a person can get to take. What does this mean? This means that even while you're learning, you can be leveraging on the knowledge these people have by simply copying and pasting, and you're able to get the same results that they get. Think about it. Isn't that amazing? I don't know. I think, I think about this thing and I'm wondering the convenience, the ease that this thing has actually created. Think about, imagine if you were doing a business in your own place of residence, wherever you reside in any part of the world. Firstly, probably you would need to, I'm thinking to myself, let's assume it's trade somehow, some form of buying and selling. You would need to go and rent a shop. After renting a shop, you will pay payments for requirements for just having that shop. You then need to go and buy goods, right? After buying the goods, you set up all the various things. You maybe do some publicity and all of those things. You then have a staff who will be there, someone who's running it with you. Think about all the hassle that goes into that. But then think about the convenience that this provides. I sit in the comfort of my home. I can just learn what I need to learn simply by connecting to the internet. And then when I start learning, I can start making money there and then. And while I'm making money, I can also take my time, go back, and I can go and study these things simply by copying and pasting. Copy, paste. Who can copy and paste? Everybody, almost everybody can copy and paste. That's what the educators will tell you to do. And then you can actually start making the same kind of money. You can have making earnings even while you're learning. And remember what I said, it's not difficult to learn, right? And interestingly, maybe I'm talking to some people who actually work. You're thinking to yourself, okay, I'm actually working, and because of my work, I don't know whether I'll have time for all of this. I don't know whether I'll have time, because there are actually specific times that these educators come up and that you're supposed to connect. But here's something interesting that happened. Do you know that as early as 6 a.m., many of us are actually able to hit our targets for each day? As early as 6 a.m. What I mean is, assuming you're working, by 6 a.m., you can actually hit your targets. Remember, we said something, being able to do 3% on a daily basis. Remember, I just gave 3%. That was just a moderate figure. It can actually be 3%. It can be 5%. It can be more than that. Many of us are actually doing something. We're doing something and running with 5%. So it can actually be more. And before 6 a.m., if you do what we advise you to do, you can actually make you can be making this kind of money. And then if you need to go to work, if you're going to work, you can then go to work. If you have other businesses you want to do, you can then go about those businesses. Now, what is this trying to tell you? What it's trying to tell you is it's trying to show you the ease and the convenience that such a platform actually provides. Many people complain about the government. They complain about their countries. The government hasn't provided haven't provided opportunities for them to succeed and all of that. I can understand, and that is a fact. Many governments haven't actually done that. They haven't provided what is necessary for people to succeed, for many people to succeed. But a lot of people like to complain, right? And that's just the fact. They like to complain. But look, complaining doesn't change things. Complaining doesn't solve the problem. The question you want to ask yourself is, what am I going to do about it? Even if the government is not directly interested in me, I must make a success out of my life. And how am I going to do it? Right here and now, an opportunity, right? An avenue has just been presented to you on how you can make a success for yourself. It's been presented to you, so you may not really have the opportunity. You wouldn't have the right to blame somebody else. It's been presented to you now. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to take that step right now and then make a change? Set yourself in a direction. Now, please, let me just say this. Remember, we did a calculation for just 1 year, right? We did a calculation for 1 year. Now, imagine that's just 1 year of your life. 1 year of your life. That's just 1 year of your life. Think about 2 years. Think about 3 years. Think about 4 years. Think about 5 years. Think about just what having this knowledge can actually do for you. Just think about that. Think about that. Okay. All right. Having said that, let me point out. Please, don't worry. We're almost done with this. Let me just get to this. Let me give you reasons why I feel you should actually be a part of this. Just very quickly, let me point out a couple of reasons. There's also something else, in fact, that I want to tell you how you can make more money. But before I get in there, here are reasons why I think you should actually consider this. One, imagine the fact that you can actually you can see the effect of compounding your money. You see in maybe 50 days or 1 year, the effect of compounding your money, what it can translate to. Just working, you know what that's like. You're at the end of the month, you're waiting for your salary, and then before you know it, you've blown the whole money. So there's no money to actually put to work. This avenue creates an avenue for you to put money to work with ease, and you keep compounding it, and it's able to do big things. That's one beautiful thing about this. Another interesting thing is this. Are you aware that you would actually be making foreign currency? You're making hard currency. Hard currency, USD, United States dollars. So in fact, this thing is so interesting because the way I think now, I think in dollars. I don't really think much now. So, and that's just beautiful. Being able to compound your money in dollars, doesn't that make sense? So now you now become you now start thinking dollars. I'm thinking that is fun. I'm thinking that makes sense. Skill, having a skill that you can put to work that produces results like this. Have a skill like this, trust me, nobody can take it away from you. And that's why you can always look into your future and you would always say that the future is right. Nobody can take it away from you when you have a skill. Nobody can. Nobody can. Right? Nobody can. All right. Then think about it also. Think about, beyond thinking about yourself, think about others around you. Right? Think about your family members. There are people around you who also you can also teach the same thing. And I'm telling you, in fact, you can change the course of your family, your generation, simply with just a skill like this. I told you the other day we were in a presentation and we saw a little kid who's not even up to teenage age already learning how to do this. Imagine what that person's future would be like. All right? And beautifully, we have a community. We have a wonderful community that is going to help you. Don't think that is just so beautiful. You're not just going to be alone. There's a community that we also have. A community where we every day we get to interact, we get to talk, and those things that maybe you may not have understood while you were listening on the Go Live session, on that community you can express your thoughts, and then the people actually get to explain it to you. Now, I said there's another way. There's something else I wanted to show you on how you can add some more money, but let me just confirm, Mr. Kenvry. Sorry, Mr. Kenvry, are you there? Hello, Mr. Kenvry, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I wanted to just run by the IBO thing. Do I leave you to handle that, or do you want me to do that?
Let me do that.
All right, good. Okay, good. All right. So I want to thank you all so much. Right now, this person who's going to be talking to you, it's so interesting. In fact, he's amazing. He's just amazing. And he's someone that if you have him on your side, in fact, I know, yes, with God on your side, I mean, you will do wonders. But having this amazing gentleman with you, because why it does be so amazing, because even if you don't want to succeed, this gentleman is there to work on you to ensure that you must succeed, whether you like it or not. He's actually done that with me, and right now I'm actually in the position to be able to talk to you about this. It's really been so amazing. It's been a blessing to many of us, and just having him available to you will be a tremendous blessing. So I want to introduce our phenomenal Mr. KENVRY. Mr. KENVRY, thank you so much for being on this call. So I guess you can take it up from here.
Wow. I'm so excited. Sitting here, one of the things you pray for as a leader in a system or in business or in organization is the fact that you are able to breathe, you're able to work with people who are able to duplicate, all right, the personality of a true leader. And that is one of the things, as I'm sitting here watching you, I see lives being changed. If you're excited about the presentation you just experienced, right? I told you before God started that when I first witnessed this young man present the business, I saw explanation, I saw beauty, I saw this uniqueness, right? And if you saw that as well in the conversation right now, I need you to type in a 777 in the chat, right? I need you to type in a 777 in the chat. If you got blessed by the presentation you just witnessed from Mr. Chukwuemeka, okay? We have talents in beauty in different ways. Some okay. Excuse me. All right. And a lot of people, when they come on our presentation, they want to see the transition between where they are and where they are able to see the picture they are being shown. And all through the presentation, I just saw, no matter where you are in life, no matter where you think you are, if you're that person who you're thinking, how can I, what do I do to get to the next level of my finances? A presentation, all right, an option has been shown to you right now. Okay, my goal is very simple. When I came into the system a little less than October 28 is going to be my second year in the business, and one of the blessings is when I came in not for myself. I came in because I know, all right, I was a person of influence. I have a dream and a goal to affect lives, because there's more to do in our nation, mostly in Nigeria. If you're getting connected in Nigeria, there's a whole lot to do. There's a whole lot of complaints, all right? There's a whole lot of lack. There's a whole lot of wants by individuals that have potentials, but they don't have resources, right? And one of the things a good leader would do is being able to try to move forward and bring something that is able to change people. Right, I believe a lot of people are interested in making money online. All right, I'm a digital entrepreneur. You know, I came into the industry 7 years ago. I've had my ton of learning. All right, having this experience, and I actually, okay, October 2018. You know, for the same reason, Chukwuemeka our brother just shared with you. You know, I had the same concern. I had the same feeling everyone would have. What is that proper system? What is that proper guidance? What is that? You know, I was insecure. A lot of people are insecure, but they want to make that move forward. All right. And one of the things you need, that you mentioned the system, which is the I Am Mastery Academy. It's so simple, right? And because everything you need, it's not about, you see the word system, you save yourself time, energy, and money. Right? I'm not really going to talk much. I'm just going to demonstrate a little bit about what we have in the system, but majorly the why. Why should you do the business right now? Okay. Is there anybody here? I need you to know, let's have a bit of a communication. Is there anybody here right now? You think you need convincing to be successful? All right. You think you need to be convinced to be successful? Can you put in a 555 in the chat? All right. You think, listen to my words, right? Because this is what it takes to be successful. All right. It's just an idea. It's just a desire. It's just a hunger. But some people, all right, I don't know, for any reason, you think, all right, you are the kind of person you want to be convinced to be successful, right? Type in a 555 in the chat. I believe I shouldn't have anyone. It's not normal to have someone who wants to be convinced to be successful. Successful, you are created to be successful. It's something you desire. It's something you hunger for, right? The reason I'm asking that question, if you are that person, all right, you have the hunger to be successful, right? You have that desire, because desire is the starting point of all achievement, right? If you have that desire to be successful, you've been given a blueprint right now, but now you have an attachment, you have a desire, you have a blueprint. What do you need to make this desire, all right, a success? If you're that kind of person, that question is popping up within your mind right now. Can you type in a 111 on the chat? All right. My goal is to just show you what is it that will take you from where you are right now to probably take you past where I am right now. All right. Type in a 11 on the chat if you are hungry, if you have the desire, all right, to change, to be successful. You have that strong desire to be successful, all right, in your life. I'm not talking about the system. In your life, that desire is there to be successful. Can you type in a 111 on the chat? All right. I believe you guys can hear me loud and clear. All right, just. All right, sorry, my network went off. So you guys can hear me loud and clear, all right? So what I said last was, if you have that desire, if you have that strong desire, you have that hunger, okay, make success out of what we just shared with you. If you have that strong desire, you want to make success out of your life, there are certain qualities you need that I would just want to share with you today. It's everything there is for you to be successful in the system. If you don't have them, you find it difficult to be successful. You find it difficult to feed that hunger, right? If you have that hunger, type in a 111 on the chart, okay? I just want to know, All right, let's see the hunger. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? I think my network is a little bit messy. Type in a 111 in chat. Okay, I think I'm going to switch my network if I'm not getting a response. All right. Type in a 111 if you can hear me loud and clear. All right, sorry, I have to change my network. I believe you guys can hear me loud and clear now, right? Type in a 55 if you can hear me loud and clear. Okay. All right, beautiful. All right, so I know definitely we have that hunger here, but one of the things that have made people not really achieve, all right, the success that they desire, despite they have interest, despite they have to start up, right? My goal is I've seen people fail in the industry quite too soon. Because why? They never prepared to feed that hunger that they had. All right. So my community right now, I have a goal. You know, they say desire is the starting point of all achievement. I have a desire and a goal by the grace of God to help 529 individuals, all right, to achieve. You saw what Chukwuemeka showed to you, a minimum of $100,000, and the goal is actually 7 figures, $1 million in the next 365 days. We've started already, all right, and we are having amazing results. The good thing now, you have someone who's going to guide you through the process. If you're here and you're not earning $1,000 on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, the first thing is to follow someone who's earning that, right? And I believe I can help you achieve that. All you need to do is to have this quality: be mentorable, be coachable, and be teachable. You need to stay connected, and you need to follow instructions. These are the qualities that are going to get you to success. You need to have a learning spirit, right? What are you going to learn? Where are you going to learn from? All right, I'm going to just share with you right now. It's a system. You see the word system. You save yourself time, energy, and money, right? Learning is a skill. Sometimes a lot of people, what you need to do is to learn how to learn. You know, it may sound somehow, all right, but let me just, so our system is the, I am the center. That's where you have access to all of our tools in the system, right? So the first thing you want to get started is to be connected to the I Am Mastery Academy, right? With a username and a password, you're going to have a unique website. I just want to show you the interface of the system. I just hope my network is fast enough. If I'm breaking, I need you to type on the chat. Just type off on the chat if I'm breaking, all right? Just type in break in the chat so that I know. All right, so you're going to have access to a unique website where you have now, these are 4 things that I believe, one of the things that have helped me in the system, that has helped thousands of people, all right, that have become 7, 6, 9, you know, figure earners in the business. They'll tell you these 4 things. And this system was able to put them together, right? Number 1, you need the skill, the foundation of the skill. Anybody who's confused about this industry, you're skeptical, is because you don't have the proper knowledge. That's what Mr. Chukwuemeka shared with us right now. You know, you don't have the proper knowledge. So the first thing you want to do is what? Get the proper knowledge. It may take you time, all right? But when you follow the proper system, it's going to be history someday, right? So you need to get access to the education. I call it the skill set. You need to what? Learn the skill set. The next thing you need to do is what? Follow through mentorship. Right? Today they say the word mentorship is a shortcut to success. It's a legal shortcut to success. All right. So who's a mentor? A mentor is someone who has success in an area, all right, that you desire, that is practicing. That is what I call a mentor. So a mentor is not a retire, you know, it's not someone who's not how would I put it? If I call someone a mentor, that's someone I want to be. All right. That's someone who has the result that I have, who has the result that I have. Okay, not someone who practices what I want to practice, someone who is. So if you want to become a successful trader, follow someone who is a successful trader that is making the kind of money you want to make. Am I making sense? Type in a 77 in the chat. All right. So when we talk about mentorship in this area, one of the things you need to be exposed to is someone. People have failed because all they follow is notes. All right. All they follow is platform. They follow YouTube. They follow seminars. You know, it's a person. It's a people. It's a community that has the success that you can follow, because when you follow that, you can duplicate. I can't duplicate. You know, someone type a theory for me right now. I can't duplicate that. Right? Because I need to consistently follow someone who has the theory. Am I making sense? You know, because these are the small things that have made people fail despite the desire. All right. You have access to mentorship, and that's what we have in our Go Live system. So in this few step, I'll just show you. So you want to learn right now. All right. The first thing, this system created an academy. So bravo for everyone who's interested in learning from the beginning to the advance of Forex. All right. You want to learn, you want to learn from zero to hero. All right. You have access to our academy, short pre-recorded videos done by elite educators in the system, right? That gives you access. So you just saw what HFX is, binary trading, and you're wondering, I love this. You love the results. You love the fact that within 1 minute, you can actually do 1%, 2%, 5% of your trading account. Within 10 minutes, within 3 minutes, all right? Within the time chosen by you, you can actually pick how much you want to make, all right? Know how much you want to make out of how much you're risking. Within that, your time frame, something you have control over. You want to send that money on errand and let it work for you. You like it, right? The first thing you need to do, right, it's not the result. You want to get a process. The process is learning it. So anything you don't know about HFX right now have been broken down in this academy from basic to the advanced. All right, even on how to use the platform. What is HFX, right? What is traded? What are the currencies? How do you operate the broker? The currency pairs, how to buy and sell, the lot size, everything there is to know about trading Forex in HFX platform is being put in video format in this academy. Short pre-recorded videos that explain to you, all right, on how to trade HFX. Short, just like we are explaining to you now. If this is recorded, it means you can go back and watch it. Does that make sense? Typing in 111 and chat, right? So if a training is done in video format, it means you can replicate that knowledge continually to full understanding. That is what the academy does. Then the next thing is what? You're going to have access to strategies, right? The company provided strategies. What are strategies? These are systematic designs, you know, way of trading. So these things have been proven over time, just like a strategy that help you get success. So 3 things that actually make you successful in the business that leads to success is what? Learn the skill set, develop a strategy, and do the service. So the strategy is the part where you now follow a trading pattern. Now we have access to over 100 educators that teach you on several strategies, the one that fits you. You're going to get exposed to it at a later aspect of this, right? So we have access to tools, technology, all right? You know, something that goes into the market with in your absence and tell you what to buy, what to sell. You don't need to be the one in the market. That's why we have technology today. So we have strategies and softwares that does that for you and give you high probability winning. Now, another thing we have access to is the Go Live system. So the strategy is the last part I'll show, but the Go Live is actually where he told you that now, while you are learning, all right, you can actually get access to these educators we're talking about, these 6-figure earners, these 7-figure earners, these successful traders that are trading live every single day. So while they are training you on how they develop their strategy, how they got to have the success that they have, all right, they also give you an opportunity to earn with them, right? So some of you can testify to several of the trading sections that we've had, where practically we join these educators and we make money every day, right? The presenter just shared something with you that 6 o'clock in the morning, while some people are just trying to jump to bed to their 9 to 5, some of us are already done with our daily targets, all right? Just imagine if you cast yourself a goal of making 3% every day, and by 4 o'clock a.m., you're done and you can sleep all through the day as you like because you've done your daily target. How many of you think with that kind of a lifestyle, you're going to be a multi-millionaire? all right, in the next 365 days. Type in a 555 in the chat where you are able to, before people wake up, you're done with your daily target. Why? You have access to plugging yourself to educators that come on different time in the day, right? So if you click, if I come here now, this is my HFX platform, all right, I click here, excuse me, it's loading. So I have access to several platforms like HFX, like Forex, like cryptocurrency, like ECX that is coming so fast now, right? But I really want to talk on the HFX because the HFX is one fast way of learning how to trade Forex, all right? And you can earn quickly in this system, right? It's the fastest among all of the system to learn and earn. So we are putting more weight. We're trying to help people as much as they can because we know the times we're living on right now. All right, people are interested in making that move despite the hardship. All right, so we want systems that people can easily get in, learn the skill quickly, but start earning. All right, so the HFX platform, you saw what we just demonstrated within 1 minute. Right, just imagine if that's $100. All right, how many of you really, when it was done, you imagine if it was $10,000 or $1,000? And within 1 minute, you just turned your $1,000 to $1,800. How many of you would love to have that kind of lifestyle? Please, can you sincerely put 444 on the chat? So it's not about the $1. It's about the growth and the time you have that growth within the shortest period of time, being in control. Okay, so our goal is to show you the platform, show you the vehicle, and also show you the process that can make you successful. So what's that process? You need to get yourself acquainted to someone who's going to help you. Someone who's going to show you the way while you're learning. And that's what we have in our educators. You see here right now, we have access to 9 educators in our HFX system that come several times in a day, right? And they trade when they come on. They trade and they train, all right? So when you get started, you do not have to bother at how long am I going to take for me to start analyzing and making money when I get started? No, the first thing you need to learn, get into the academy. Within 1 or 2 hours, you should have been able to know how to operate what Mr. Chukwuemeka just showed you right now. How to operate the platform, how to get to choose the currency pair, change your timing, all right? Get the right risk, know how to buy, know how to sell. And guess what? While you are learning, you can actually plug yourself to these educators and you can make money with them, right? Because now that's what we call, you're not leveraging over their skill. Leverage is, successful people leverage over other people's skill, other people's effort, other people's time. And through here, you can begin to earn money as you're perfecting what? The strategies that they are showing you. Does that make sense? All right, type in an 888 in the chat. So that's the beautiful thing about the system that is giving people opportunities to earn money even while they are learning, right? So you can become a 6-figure trader in the next 365 days without having the experience of a 6-figure trader. It's possible. Why? Leverage, all right? So that is one of the things we have. So every day, as long as you're disciplined, as long as you're coachable, you're connected, you do not over leverage, you're not greedy, all right? You do not expose your account to high earning, to high probability. Trust me, you're going to make money every single day. Little by little here, you can become a successful trader. You saw $100. What is $100? See, if you imagine in your life, all you're going to say is scam. But here we practically showed you how, if you can develop the skill of learning 3% every single day by just following this educator or by just learning what they do every day on their session, and within 1 or 2 months, you're able to develop that skill that will pay you 3% every single day. How's your next 1 year going to look like, right? So you have access to the educators, you have access to the academy, now you have access to softwares that you can use to trade every single day and make money. And all you just need to do is plug yourself to someone who's going to help you do that. And that's what we have in our community. The Project 529 is a community that is geared towards helping you. So you come in today, you get plugged into the Project 529. We want to help you get the education fast enough to start earning within your first week in the business, right? It's possible. If you have that goal, if your desire is strong enough, what you want to do right now is get settled, get plugged in with the person who invited you on this call and ask them, how are you going to get started? You might be wondering, how much does it take for me to get started? Everything cannot be broken down in 1 day, but there's something I believe. Say, true knowledge at the jaws will be delivered by faith. Knowledge has come to you today. All right, how many of you if you were here for the first time, you never knew much about Forex, but with what you've been exposed to, you believe this information, right, is clear enough. I saw what I could be in the next 365 days. I saw the vehicle I can use, right? I saw the people that can help me. What is the next decision you're supposed to make? How do you get started, right? How do you get started? That is the right decision. And that's the decision that is born by faith, because true knowledge shall the just be delivered by faith. If you are that person that desires that after knowing the blueprint, after knowing the vehicle, after knowing where the vehicle can take you to, right? After knowing that you have people that can help you, right? And you're that person that say, oh, I want to get started. What do I need to get started? You're the right person we're looking for. All right. Like my mentor would say, the business is not for everybody. This business is not for people who are hungry and they want to be convinced. Trust me, I don't want to work with those kind of people. I want to work with someone who's hungry enough. If that person sees a blueprint and is willing to run with that blueprint, believes in himself, believes he's just, he has the capacity to create that level of success. If he has the blueprint of the education, the mentorship, and the softwares, that is what we have in the system. If you are that person, right, by the grace of God, that is what we need in the system. And if you're asking, how much do you need to get started in our system? It's so simple, right? Technology has even made it so simple for you to get started with something cheap. Let me just pull it up right now. It comes with a price, but guess what? The price is very, very, it's a gift for me, it's a giveaway, right? With $235 right now, $235, the system affords you everything we mentioned, right? From, see, let me just share it. Okay, I thought I was sharing already. Okay, with $235, this system gives you access, all right? As a startup member, a one-time payment of $235 gives you access to our academy. Everything I just said right now, the platform, the website, I have access to everything, all right? You can get started with $235 on the Platinum Pack, which is what? You can either pick Forex, you want to learn Forex, or HFX, the binary we just did, all right? Or you want to learn DCX, which is our digital currencies, with what? $235, one-time payment. That's amazing. And after 30 days, all right, it has a monthly subscription, because this is a subscription-based connection, right? Just like your DSTV, just like your, sometimes there are some articles you have, there are some systems you want to use on YouTube. You're going to use what? Subscription. Even on TradingView, you're going to need subscription. On Amazon, all right, you need subscription for you to benefit a high level what? Membership, right? So the membership in the system for you to get connected to these educators that are live every single day, all right, that are paid, they are paid by the system to serve you. So for you to get this service every single month, all right, you need $175. And the company said, wow, we can give you for free. If you're interested in getting it for free, that's for the Platinum Pack. I'm going to share that, right? But if you want to come in like I did, I came in the system, I love to explore. All right. I love the fact that I want to learn cryptocurrency. I also want to have exposure to Forex, and I also want to have exposure to this high frequency Forex. So when I got started, I started off with Forex, right? I started learning. I already knew about cryptocurrency, but I started trading cryptocurrency in the Forex market. All right. Now, this year we started HFX. And guess what? I can tell you for a short period of time, we're trading HFX, short period of time. Look at this. Look at my hand, right? All right. So if I say I've been trading Forex like this for this short period of time, I've been trading HFX, it has surpassed what we're doing in Forex. Because why? It's easy. And because of the mode of trading is just practical. It's so practical, less time commitment. Okay. And that the kind of money, so you see that compound sheet, it's even easier to achieve it with the HFX platform, right? Easier. And that is what we do in the community. We want to enhance that skill that can help you. So with the Elite Pack, you can get access to the three of them. All right, and the monthly membership of $275. But guess what is happening right now? Today, by midnight today, we've been running a promo because we're in a season of give back. All right, we've been running a promo for the last couple of 2 weeks. It's ending today. I don't know if there's going to be an extension, right? But you can get plugged in our system for as low as $175 US. All right, because there is a $35 what price slash and a $25 cash back. So you get started with 199.95, after which you're going to get a cash back of $25. It's ending today. So you can get started. You can just say, oh, I want to get started. And as much as you can even help other people get started today, and you'll be creating yourself a good business, right? And that's not all. If you get plugged in, the company is saying, wow, you got started. That could be the only money you can pay to get started in the system for someone who has a high level understanding of what we call leverage. All right. If you have that high level of understanding of leverage, now this system is saying you can actually earn your membership, your monthly membership for free. You can get it for free. What do you need to do? Refer to active paying customers to the academies. Share with your friends. Invite them to a seminar like this, a training like this. Let them get exposed. There are so many people who need this time. All right. Sometimes we cannot overemphasize the value of what we have in the system. I see everyone who wants, who desire to grow, all right, in the area of their finances. You should learn. This is a skill you should learn. And if you are that, if you're that person that is going to make someone in the next 365 days a 7-figure earner in USD, what is going to be the size? All right, just a moment. I lost my network on my system. Just a moment. It's going to come up very soon. I'm trying to switch it. All right, I believe you guys can hear me on this my device. Type in a 1 if you can hear me on this my device. All right, I'm trying to switch my network. Hold on. Just a second. We're rounding up now, or I'm just going to use this one to complete the presentation. Let me just get about 20 seconds to see if it comes up. I just switched my network. Let me see if it loads. Okay, it's back on. All right, can you guys hear me loud and clear on this one? Type in a 1 on the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. So that's for the 2 and free, right? You get it for 2 and free, and that serves you right. That's beautiful, but it goes further than that, right? So I'm a business owner and I'm also a trader in the system. So what does it mean to be a business owner? The company provided an opportunity for you to own your own business in their organization. What does it mean? You can actually buy into their franchise and sell their product. What's their product? Education. So sell the product to someone who's interested, right? Like we're sharing with you right now. What are we doing? We're selling the product because the product is of value. And the truth is, money moves in the direction of value. How much value are you giving to life today? You earn in life as a result of the value you give. So we've been able to partner with this company to bring you value. What's that value? Putting money into your account, giving you the skill that multiplies your money. And when you get started, this company say, oh, you get compensated for everyone who comes into the system through your platform. All right. true. Maybe you did a presentation, you shared the link on social media, you put value out, and someone is asking, oh, how do I get started? And they got started. The companies will now say, oh, you're going to start earning a one-time payment of what? $25 each on the platinum pack, all right, and the $50 on the elite pack. That's not all, but you've created another form of income. If 3 people register within your first month in the system, all right, or you get active, you personally refer 3 customers. So 2 gets you 2 for free, $175. You get the third, all right, you upgrade to an IBO. Guess what? The system says you're getting an extra bonus of $150 every single month, all right? You accumulate 12 in your organization, you're going to get what? $600. This is aside your trading. And see, honestly, it's optional, you know, but for someone, it's not optional for someone who's not creating this kind of income. It's not optional for someone who doesn't have money to pay, all right, for their subscription, right? I'm saying this right now. Don't get started in the system if you're not hungry enough, all right? There are 2 things successful people do, all right? And it's first, they accumulate money and they multiply money. Some people just want to multiply money, but they don't have money in accumulation. It's going to be difficult for you to multiply money if you don't have a system of accumulation. And this is where a lot of people miss the opportunity. The company put this aspect for a purpose. They know that there are a lot of people that don't have money in accumulation. What they have is all they have, right? And if you're that kind of person that what you have is all you have, it's going to be very difficult to multiply because it's going to cost you a whole lot of emotion. And trading is emotional, right? You need to be emotionally connected to balance for you to be able to multiply using the skill. So a lot of people have failed because why? Probably they started with their rent, or they started with their school fees, all right? Or they see, the system doesn't recognize the money, but it recognizes your emotion. What you put in is what you're going to get out. If you put in pressure out of the system is going to pressure you out. Why? Because they say trading is 90% mental, emotional, 6 spiritual, and 10% technical. So you can't benefit from the technicality if you're not emotionally balanced. So what's that emotion? You can use the balance accumulation to create a balance. So today I earn over $2,000 in the system. Guess what? I can never, all right, be agitated when I'm trading. Why? I have a balance in accumulation. If I'm earning $150, right, I can't be fidgeting when I'm losing $10, $20, because why? I have $150 in accumulation. It means it's a system that brings in the money free, right? Because of what? The work ethics I put in. So I'm never in a shortage of money coming in. So I can multiply. Am I making sense? Right? If I'm making sense, type in a 555 in the chat. There is a purpose and a reason for everything. So my goal, like I said, is to help you understand what it is to create the kind of success that we have been able to create and our mentors are creating. I don't just want to bring you into a business. I want to show you the right principles, the right mindset that is going to make you. So when you see this, I've seen lots of people throw away the towel when they see this side of the business. See, I'm not apologetic when I share this side of the business anymore, because I've seen that if I don't tell you the truth, you're going to see. I'd love it when you come in, even if you have the money, practice accumulation. It's going to help you. It's going to help you, not only you, it's going to help a whole lot of people. Because what's the goal of the company? To be able to impact 1 billion, right? Why? There is a goal. It's not about you. It's not about you. You might have the money to get started. You might have the money to multiply. You might have the accumulation, right? But if you don't yet see beyond yourself, how many people you could be able to help, all right, with this opportunity, you're not really fulfilling something about life. I really want to 529, project 529, all right? And see, God is generous enough to put this project in our hands because he believes we have people to help. While we are helping people, we're accumulating money and we're making money for ourselves. The dual, it's a blessing, right? So if you're here today and you don't have that income in accumulation, when you get started, let the money you get started be the only money you want to bring out in the system. All right. Sometimes you can even say, I don't want to use my money to fund my live account. Let me get the money from the company. That is a mindset, all right, for already someone who's going to be a 7-figure earner, because that's what our mentors they did. All right. I can tell you about my mentor, Mr. Gary McSween. When he came into the system, he was broke. All right. He was part of the business because someone was able to share. One of the things we don't do, we play small on this side of the business. That's why a lot of people don't get it. And that is, I decided to do that today because I'm having a shift of momentum. I want to play on this side of the business because my mentor, they didn't do it. They don't do it, right? When Dave Onite called Gary Maxwell and called the team, then Dr. Chukwuemeka, they didn't play on this side of the All right, so this is coming back. One just flipped out right now. So they started out to launch an organization, a business that is going to change lives. And guess what? That is why in the last 3 years, they've been able to affect hundreds, all right, and thousands of families. All right. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? No matter what the network does, I'm ready. Okay. I'm ready. So you can see I'm flipping between two phones. So see, I want to help you create, a kind of income. Let's say, how many of you would love in the next 6 months, you want to have a basic earning income, low, if it's very low, $1,000 every month. All right, type in $1,000 if you desire to have a basic earning income of $1,000 every month. All right, I'm switching gears. I'm not here to play. I'm not here to play. We're not here. Are we supposed to be playing in this time? We have this kind of opportunity and we're playing and we're allowing people who quit. We're allowing people not get value, right? Because why? We're not sharing the information the way we ought to share the information. I'm not here to play on the information, ladies and gentlemen, right? If you don't have an income of $1,000, desire to earn $1,000, accumulate $1,000. Trading is going to be for life. But what are you going to trade with? You don't have the money to trade. $100 that has been used right now is small money. Would you think $100,000? What would you be if you start using $100,000 to trade? Now you don't have $100,000. Can you accumulate $100,000? That's the skill you have to develop. Okay, so my mentors, they built a system where they told each one of themselves, right, that this system have given us a jackpot. They've given us systems that we can multiply our money, but right now we don't have money to multiply. What's the mindset of someone who doesn't have money to multiply, right? Get money to multiply. Give themselves to earning that money that they can multiply. So that is why this side of the business is very, very important. Who need the money to multiply. If you're here, you honestly believe you need money to multiply, right? Let's say the truth to ourselves. What you have right now is not in the right sense of accumulation. You really need money to multiply, all right? Type in an 888 in the chat. Okay, I really want to see people that are honest with themselves. Because the first thing is identify what you need. He said he will give you the desires of your heart. You are on the call today and you know for yourself that you don't have money in accumulation to multiply, right? You need that money that will come in accumulation consistently, that you begin to multiply, just like the bank. Every time you deposit money in the bank, guess what? They have money in accumulation to multiply. Every time you earn $600 every single month, right? You have money in the bank to multiply. Every time you earn $1,000 every single month, you have money in the system to multiply and you can play. Type in an 888 in the chat, right? If you need, you know you desire that inflow of money to multiply. Let's start from here, okay? Let's start from here. You desire money to multiply. Type in an 888 in the chat on the call, all right? Because that's the goal. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. Before now, we present the business, you can multiply money, but we present to people who don't even, they find it difficult to bring the money to get started. So some of you right now, you're seeing this opportunity, you know that this opportunity is good for you, but even the money to get started can be a problem. And the next thing, you get started and you're playing around, right? It's not right. At some time, we feel we've not even done our part as leaders as to that effect. And that is why I'm now taking the bull by the horn. All right, I prefer you don't get started when you don't get started right. So you don't get started after 1 month. You are saying, have I not make 100%? No, You are saying that, right? Because you're pressured by the lack of money in accumulation. So the skill is for life. You're going to do this for life. You went to school, you got a certificate for 4 years, some of you 2 years, right? Some of you more than. Don't think you can come here any more than it's off. No, you're going to have the mentality of a lifetime. But while you're having that mentality, you need to position yourself where you are able to accumulate money. And that is the reason for the IBO, independent business owner. These are the 4%ers. All right. These are the 4%ers who learn how to leverage, over systems, leverage over other people's effort, leverage over the technology this company is giving right now. And what do you need to do? Share, BAC, broadcast. The only thing you can probably do is get a message on your phone. We're having a meeting like this, and all you do is just broadcast, send to your friends. I found out this opportunity. It's going to help you. Just join in. Some will say, many will say no, some will say yes. Out of those few that are going to say yes, you're going to get someone like Chukwuemeka, you're going to get someone like KENVRY, you're going to get someone like Emmanuel. See, it's a process of life, but when it gets started, it cannot be stopped. You can't stop my income right now. You can't even, I can't even stop it. Right? I can't stop my income right now because why? I develop a skill, all right, in accumulating money. How many of you will not live your life to a stage where you are not even responsible for stopping your income? All right? Type in a 777 in the chat. Life, only you determine what you earn. What you earn is as a result of what you put in, right? You want to live a life that you can't even tell yourself how much you earn. You can't determine, stop your income. Type in a 777 in the chat. So that's the whole idea for this side of the business. I don't play small on it, and I don't want you to play small on it. You're getting started today. Desire that in your first 2 weeks, you want to learn from the person who brought you to the system how you can earn $600 freely from the company. All right? How many of you think that's a good idea? Type in a 555 in the chat. You want to learn a skill that will help you earn freely $600. $600 is well over 270,000 naira right now in Nigerian naira. Some people are earning it right now, right? Some people are earning it. Some people that are here watching with you, they are earning that money. And they are trading as well. Okay? Am I making sense? So your first 2 weeks, while you're learning the skill, while you're multiplying that one you came in with, desire that I want to have money in accumulation, your first goal for the, see, you give yourself that goal to what? Accumulate $600 in your first 2 weeks. If you can do that, right? Trust me, I'm telling you this for a fact. If I say 365 days is going to be work, it's going to make you work. A 6-figure earner is going to take you less than 365 days because now you have money in accumulation. All right. And in your first month, you should go P1000. P1000 is someone who has developed what? A team of 30 people. It's not by your work alone. You might just share with you, right? Because now it's a team effort. Let's build. This thing is helping lives. It's proven that it's helping lives already. It has helped my life. It has helped the life of people. The person who presented the business to you right now is able to present the business because he's convinced, right? We have mentors, we have success, and we have successors. Okay, people that have benefited massively from this system and they just got started. Imagine when someone you brought in the system in the next 2 months is earning $1,000 minimum. What are the story going to look like? What's your story of a year going to look like? All right. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. You need to increase your desire. Don't be complacent with what life is bringing to you right now. Don't be comfortable. L. Nightingale said, people are poor because of one thing, conformity. Don't conform to the present environment of your finances, right? You need to play hard. I can be a 7-figure trader in the next 365 days, and so shall it be. I go. Right? Type in I go if you want to become a 7-figure trader in the next 365 days. There are so many ranks in the system, but yeah, I want you guys to I go there, right? Before you be there, you need to go there. Right? I want to become a 7-figure. I'm giving you the principles of what is going to be the right way to start off on the system, all right? Is what I'm just giving to you right now. So don't get started if you're not willing to accumulate more money. But if you think you have the money to get started, just pick the customer, right? Get started with the customer, all right? And make sure you're connected, follow the instructions, right? Follow the discipline, multiply the one you have. It works for you, fine. It's working for people. There are people who don't do this aspect of the business, but I'm talking majorly for people who don't have the capacity of the finance to multiply. All right. So we have several ranks in the system. Platinum 1000, we have those who are platinum 2000, platinum 3000. These are people who earn $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 to the range of $750,000 in the system because they made the decision to what? Accumulate while they are trading. We don't, you know, sometimes you guys, you admire. How many of you admire my work, confidence in trading? Can you type in a 777 in chat? You admire my confidence in trading. All right, you've seen me trade. I've traded with you guys, and you admire my confidence in trading. Now I trade without fidgeting, all right, without looking back. And you guys know I'm making money in trading. Type in a 777 in chat. Okay, so type in a 777 in the chat. Do we have only 3 people here on the call? The reason I have the kind of confidence I have in trading, can you guys still hear me? All right. The reason I have the kind of confidence I have in trading is because I have more money in accumulation that I can play with. All right. I have money in accumulation that it helps my confidence. And that's the kind of confidence I want you to have, because that's the kind of confidence that will make you a successful trader. All right. So what you want to do is get back to the person who placed you on the call, or if you have been sent this video to watch again, right? You want to get back to the person who connected you to the video, right? I celebrate you all. You want to ask questions, get back to the person who connected you on the call. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mr. Chukwuemeka, for putting together this call. I believe you guys have gotten value. It's time to go forward, right? You want to go forward. Take advantage of the promo we have today. Get started and let's work with you. I appreciate you all. God bless you. As we put this call to a close. Right? Have a beautiful week. More options. All right. This week is going to be packed full with trading activities and with activities. We're going to build more ranks. We're going to celebrate more ranks in the system this week than ever before. If you believe it, type in a 111 on the chat. We're going to have people who are going to click the rank on 150, 600, 1000, all the way up. Type in. Celebrate you all. God bless you. Get back to the person who placed you on the call. Let's get started. All right. I'm going to see you at the top because you know what we say. The bottom is way too crowded. Bye-bye.